seated. The Central Line Band, under the direction of Mr. Sherwin Langholt, will now perform Disney at the Movies.
Thanks, Mr. Langhold. Let's give the band, and especially those senior band members, one more big round of applause. Good afternoon, graduates, parents, families, faculty and staff, and friends of the class of 2022. My name is Brent Jorth, and as superintendent of Central Lyon Schools, it gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you to these commencement exercises. Joining me on stage today is school board member Carrie Davis and high school principal Jason Engelman. Parents, families, on behalf of the faculty and staff, it has been our honor to educate your children over the course of the last 15 years. We've enjoyed watching them grow and excel in our classrooms. Thank you for entrusting us in their care over these last 15 years. Graduates, you've passed all the tests, you've completed all the projects, and you've earned the 48 credits needed to walk across this stage. Congratulations on all of your accomplishments as a Lion. Whether it was performing in the Forrester Auditorium, competing on Dick Knoll Field, or punching your ticket to Wells Fargo Arena this winter, you've made us all proud. It has been our pleasure to nurture your curiosities, uncover your talents, and spark your passions for learning, competition, and performance. I commonly tell those that I meet in the community that you are the hardest working people in our building. You've put in countless hours studying, practicing, rehearsing, and the skills you've developed have prepared you to embark upon the next stage in your life. Take comfort that these experiences and the relationships that you've built here at Central Lyon have set you up for success after commencement. Your parents, the faculty and staff will continue to support you in your next stage of life. But we'll all be here to support you in different roles, whether that's a mentor, a confidant, or perhaps even a friend. Know that we're all here to help if you should need it. We wish you nothing but the best as you enter the world as a graduate of Central Lyon Schools. At this time, it is my great honor to welcome to the stage Senior Class Vice President Brooklyn Kroll to say a few words on behalf of the class of 2022. Brooklyn is the daughter of Val and Corey Kroll and will be pursuing a degree in education at the University of Sioux Falls next fall. Let's welcome her to the stage.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 2022 Central Lyon Commencement Ceremony. Thank you all for joining us and celebrating this milestone in our lives. On behalf of the senior class, we want to thank our family, friends, teachers, and administration who have helped us get to this day. Each of you has played a significant role in our lives, and we would not be sitting here today without your continued support and guidance. Again, thank you all for coming and congratulations to the class of 2022.
Thank you, Brooklyn. Emma Baker is a Central Lyon valedictorian. Emma is the daughter of Brad and Stephanie Baker. She will be attending the University of Kansas next fall. Her speech today is entitled, Once a Lion, Always a Lion.
Thank you, Mr. Engelman, for that welcome. I just want to start by echoing everything that Brooklyn said. A huge thank Our teachers, our family, administration, coaches, you guys all played a huge role in our lives, and we wouldn't be able to be here without you guys. But now I'm gonna get started here. I'm just gonna start. I didn't have a witty introduction. I tried to make one up this morning, and it didn't go very well. So we're just gonna hop right into it. Today I'm gonna talk a little bit about some life lessons I learned from the greatest cinematic trilogy in the history of movies. Well, at least I thought that when I was 6. Where I'm going to be talking about High School Musical and some of the things that really had to dig deep into the movies to uncover. Now, first thing I learned from High School Musical is that high school is a chance to try something new. We have so many different opportunities here at Central Lyon to get involved, whether it's athletics, music, art, industrial tech, all these different activities and clubs that you can join. You meet so many new people by joining these clubs, and you can make lifelong friendships. Joining these clubs can help you expand your horizons and find a passion. Underclassmen, middle schoolers, I'm talking to you right now. Join as many clubs as you can early on. Break out of your shell, break out of your comfort zone. You'd rather say that you tried something new and didn't like it than regret not trying at all. The second life lesson I learned had to do with labels and stereotypes. Now, we've all seen that corny high school movie, whether it's High School Musical or a different one, where you've got your jocks, your nerds, your popular girls and boys. But the thing is, those labels don't mean anything unless you give them meaning. You know, we've all heard some of those labels before. A lot of them we've said about other students, a lot of them we've said about ourselves. But High School Musical was all about breaking the molds that high school puts on you the minute you walk through those doors. When we walk in on our first day of freshman year, you're 14, 15, naive, unsure of what your high school experience is going to be. Caring too much about those labels that people put on you, that just adds extra stress that I know none of us need. But remember this, a label that somebody puts on you, whether it was a classmate, friend, family member, peer, coworker, it doesn't define you. You can have one label, 2 labels, a million, and still you are your own unique individual. Now, third is more of a fact, less of a lesson, but senior year is stressful. I mean, we have ACTs, we have college entry exams, AP classes, and that doesn't even answer the question of, where are you going next year? What's your future? We've all heard that question a million times, and every time we dread it. But everything is difficult enough as it is. Throw in COVID. I'm not going to talk long about it because we're all kind of done and over with that. But we had to navigate virtual learning for 3 months, come back, and then have a school year full of masks, which we can all agree wasn't fun. It was necessary. We're glad we were in school, but it wasn't any fun. We had to go through manipulated college tours, visits. I couldn't go on my first tour until I was almost done with my junior year. Sometimes we just wanted to scream because of the stress and the frustration. However, high school can teach you how to manage your stress in a positive way and how to use your passions to help manage it. The fourth thing is the importance of your friendships. You know, whether they're old, new, short, long, every single friendship, every single life that has touched you has impacted us in some way, shape, or form. Our old friendships helped to shape the core of our beings. It helped to discover who we are to the minute detail. Our new friendships are there to help smooth out the edges, polish out our personalities, and to the people we are today. You know, without either, and the many in between, we wouldn't be the incredible human beings that I know all of you to be. So cherish those friendships that you made, the ones that you made in kindergarten, the ones that you made this year. Hold on to those memories and hold on to those times that you had, because they'll always be there for you. And finally, senior year doesn't just mark an ending, but instead it marks a new beginning. Here we are, a class who is finishing up their year of lasts. Our last sporting event in a Lions jersey, our last band and choir concerts with Mr. and Mrs. Langhold, other than Florida. We haven't given up on Florida yet. And our last night stressing over high school tests, especially what Mr. Docker's essay questions are going to be. We all stressed over those. But just because something is coming to a close doesn't mean that it's necessarily gone forever. We will always have our memories, we'll always have our relationships, and we'll always have each other. So I encourage you to rejoice in your accomplishments, be proud of them and yourselves. Say thank you to your support systems and everyone close to you, and yes, that does include Quizlet. And remember that this ending marks the beginning of an amazing future that awaits all of you. I'm so proud of each and every one of you, and I know we will go on to accomplish great things. So enjoy the moment, and remember that the people you meet at Central Lyon will always be there for you. Because once a Lion, always a Lion. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. Our next speaker this afternoon is Senior Student Council Member Reagan Benoit. Reagan is the daughter of Greg and Michelle Benoit, and her plans are to attend the University of South Dakota next fall. Her speech is entitled, "High School Isn't Like the Movies." Please join me in welcoming Reagan Benoit to the stage.
Emma's a really hard person to follow. Alright. Hello, my name is Reagan Benoit. First off, I'd like to start off by welcoming everyone to this year's graduation ceremony, here and online. Each of you has played a part in our lives in one way or another, and we are so glad that you are here with us. Being that is my last month of being a high school student, I've spent a lot of time reflecting. I remember being in 5th grade, looking at the 22 in my school password, thinking, I cannot believe I have to wait until 2022 to graduate. That seems like a long ways away. And now we are here in the year 2022 at our graduation ceremony. As cliche as it sounds, time really does fly by. All throughout my childhood, I imagined what high school would be like and got most of my assumptions from the iconic Disney Channel original movie, High School Musical. Yes, I should have known that the movie, with people casually playing the cello on lunch tables during lunch, was unrealistic. Once I arrived at high school, I quickly realized that high school life was not quite like it was portrayed in the movie. Emma listed the way that High School Musical was like high school, but I'm going to talk about the ways that it is not. The biggest, most evident difference is the singing. At East High, it was common for all students to take part in a flash mob and sing along in perfect pitch. In high school, there's no breaking out in a song. No one sings about their emotions. Getting a C+ in math isn't something to sing about. In reality, there's a lot less dancing on tabletops and a lot more late night studying, procrastinating, and cramming. As you can see, I finished my speech in the choir room about 30 minutes ago. Another inaccuracy within the movie is that the students are never seen overloaded with homework, scholarship applications, or even with backpacks. The movie showed the seniors with such big smiles and singing all the time. That just isn't the life of a normal high school senior. Let me tell you, senioritis is real, and a lot of us are ready to graduate. Seniors are constantly stressed about all of these applications and deadlines, and are stressed about deciding on a college, and some, not going to name names, don't decide until the week of graduation. Although these movies did not give us correct views on life, they did have some powerful underlying messages. The characters went through ups and downs of character development, causing them to have a closer look at who they were becoming. Like them, we underwent character development to be better people all along the way during our years in school. If you guys are wondering why we don't have singing flash mobs like in the movie High School Musical, it's probably because you haven't seen the almost viral music video of 2 Black Cadillacs that we made in 5th grade. And our middle school choir for getting the words to the song Firefly. In our younger years, we won't forget the time that Lucas, who doesn't go to school here anymore, choked on a grape at lunch. Mason and I dating on Clash of Clans and our moms making us break up. And Jace driving his moped to Laverne, running out of gas, and the Delphs picking him up on the side of the road. I don't know how he ever thought that was a good idea. In high school, we had a lot of memorable several times as well, like Colton stealing the stage every time he gave a presentation, and Cameron Borman shaking his hair during football games. The fight in the locker room between two boys over Brooklyn was almost as crazy as the juniors standing in the front row of the state boys basketball championship. Still a little butthurt. I won't forget when Rex was a genius for exactly 1 week. He got better grades than me on all of his tests that week, which isn't common. And the next week, we went back to normal. I also won't forget the time driving into the parking lot and seeing Ivy Dell's car rolling back and hitting a snowbank without her in it. Let's hope Ivy won't forget to put her car in park anytime soon. We will carry these memories with us for a long time, but the lesson in High School Musical is to not be afraid to leave the past behind because the good memories will always be there. Finally, I would like to thank everyone who has helped us along the way. Thank you to the administration, staff, and teachers for helping us grow and teaching us stuff that will be very helpful in real life. Right, Mr. Huseman? I don't know if he's here, but every day in our advanced math class, during his lesson, we would ask when we would actually use this in real life, and sometimes we'd be able to muster up a reasonable excuse, but not every time. Thank you to the janitorial staff whose majority of their work goes unnoticed. Thank you to our coaches and extracurricular help who have not only helped us in that particular activity, but also taught us life lessons. Thank you to our parents and family, because without them, we would not know where we would be. Finally, I would like to thank our coaches, or our classmates and teammates for helping us make memories that will last a lifetime. Central Lyon will always hold a special place in my heart, because once a lion, always a lion.
Thank you, Reagan. I'd now like to direct your attention to our video board, where it's now time to present the senior slideshow created by our Central Lyon yearbook staff.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, hope you choose the one that means the most to you.
Hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And if it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. More than anything, more than anything,
I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming. There's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it, but I gotta keep trying, gotta keep my head held high. My wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanna do. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my wish. Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you build a wall. And hope when the crowd screams out, they're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you'll say it's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna fast I get there ain't about what's waiting on the other side. I did it all. I hope you dance my wish for you. I hope you dance. It's a climb. I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
Yeah, this is my wish.
I will remember you. Will you remember me? It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. I've had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before.
Forever young, I wanna be forever young.
Do you really wanna live forever, forever and ever? I will remember you.
Forever young.
Will you remember me? I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. And I've had the time of my life. I hope you had the time of your life.
The Central Line Choir, under the direction of Mrs. Ann Langholt, will now perform A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes. Thank you, choir. Before I begin today, I'd like to recognize and thank the Central Lyon School Board members, Superintendent Jorth, and the outstanding faculty of Central Lyon. Your leadership, support, and overall guidance has made a lasting impact on those we are here to celebrate today. The class of 2022, like many classes before it, is unique and distinguished by the notable individuals and experience that make it up. These young men and women are battle-tested and have left a lasting footprint on all that we have come to appreciate at Central Lyon. They've met, if not exceeded, the lofty expectations that were placed on them from the first moment they donned the purple and gold. Whether you choose to focus on the individual talents and achievements of these young folks or the group's collective success, you can't help but be impressed. These graduates have a lot to be proud of as they look back on their time as Central Lyon Lions, and we should all be proud of the men and women that they have become. With that said, it is my pleasure to highlight some of what is only a fraction of the success stories and achievements these students have experienced over the years. During this time, I ask that the audience too reflect on and appreciate the dedication, leadership, and commitment these graduates have made to leave a lasting legacy on the Central Lyon Community School District. Athletically, who can forget the incredible postseason runs by both our men's and women's basketball teams as they both completed their seasons as state runners-up in Des Moines? A handful of senior tracksters just returned from competing at state track and field, while a few more seniors are set to participate in girls' state golf later this week. Best of luck, ladies. Musically, our choir and band members produced some amazing sounds again this year, and have many recognized soloists among them. Our seniors were part of a jazz choir group that finished 4th at state championships. It is this group of seniors who will be leading by example as the group embarks on the Disney music trip to Florida next week. The musical Newsies was an immense success, supported by a strong cast of senior actors and actresses. Let us not overlook the many all-conference, all-district, and all-state honored individuals and teams over these past 4 years. Many others offered to showcase their talents in areas other than sports and fine arts. Seniors, under Mr. Ingles' guidance, had a hand in constructing not one, but 2 spec homes during their building trades courses. The FFA seniors had 10 Iowa FFA state degrees, 4 top 2 state proficiency placings, an Iowa Farmer Today journalism winner, a district officer amongst their ranks, and the program's first ever state FFA officer candidate. Our mock trial, robotics, and quiz bowl teams wish to extend nothing but well wishes to this group of seniors who led by example and dedicated themselves to making their programs a success. These seniors sustained the demands and upheld the quality of our backpack program and youth mentoring opportunities within the district. This group of seniors was also selected to receive the Carrie Chapman Cat Award for their efforts in civic leadership. A few seniors recently designed a trebuchet that recently launched at an egg 138 feet, while others successfully navigated the stock market for a short period of time. Not to be forgotten are those students who battled to get in position to be here today, when at times graduation seemed unachievable. To those students, I commend you for staying the course and for your commitment to walk across this stage today. Please stay focused and motivated to meet your future goals. Perhaps the greatest accomplishments are the academic accolades that I now mention. 78% of the class had a cum GPA of 3.0 or higher. 4 students had a GPA at or above a 4.0. The average ACT score of this group settles near the 23 mark. Many of these students are leaving with nearly a semester of college credit or advanced placement credits in their transcripts. As a group, these students secured nearly $70,000 in local scholarships and qualified for just over $800,000 in total scholarships for post-secondary education over the next 4 years. Over 1/4 of this class are selected members of Central Lyon's National Honor Society. Wow, what an impressive resume for a truly outstanding group of students. It's often I'm asked by fellow educators, administrators, and inquiring minds, what stands out about Central Lyon? And as I begin to share my lengthy response, it seems to always start the same way. The kids. We have great kids. Pre-K through 12, the staff at Central Lyon has the good fortune of working with truly talented, kind, intelligent, and hardworking kids. Although they may claim to no longer be kids, the students who will soon walk across this stage to receive their well-earned diplomas have exemplified the characteristics and actions that allow someone like myself to define them as great. Having already listed many great achievements, what sets these graduates apart is less about honors and awards, but more so about how they have chosen to think, act, and live their lives. They are a dedicated group of individuals, dedicated to their education, their friendships, and personal and collective interests. They are firm contributors to the positive culture we have here at Central Lyon, as well as in our classrooms, on the playing field, on stage, and in all other environments. A school much like Central Lyon would not be as highly touted without the overwhelming involvement of these young people. They possess unique but admirable personalities that make them a joy to interact with. Trust me, I've been fortunate enough to have plenty of those interactions over the last several years. They made me laugh, think, and reflect on many occasions throughout their high school time. These students are great due to their ability and desire to do more than what is expected of them. They've accepted all challenges and persevered to overcome any and all obstacles placed before them. They lead by example and hold themselves and others to the highest standards. We have great kids. And to be great, you must set yourself apart from the rest. And that is what this group of graduates has done during their tenure at Central Lyon. I am so proud to have worked with all of you, and am abundantly thankful that the youth of Central Lyon will benefit from your lead. Seniors, you're a great group of kids, and I have no doubt in my mind that you will continue to be great in whatever it is you choose to do next. Thank you. And now it is my honor and privilege to present the class for graduation. The Central Lyon class of 2022, having completed the necessary coursework as set forth by the state of Iowa and the Central Lyon School Board, will now rise and be presented with their graduation diplomas. Presenting diplomas today is School Board Member Mrs. Carrie Davis. Emma Marie Baker. Macy Lynn Baker. Exandri Faith Benz. Cameron Paul Borman. Connor Ryan Cahoon. Kaylee Ann Davis. Ivy Dawn Dels. Brett Shane Deering. Ellie Nicole Deering. Elizabeth Adeline Eman. Savannah Englert. Michaela Charlene Floyd. Destiny Sue Garber. Mason Mason Travis Erlin. Emily Margaret Harris. Ethan Kenneth Harris. Jacob Clayton Huseman. Josie Lynn Huseman. Trista Renee Huseman. Brooklyn Reese Jansma. Macy Linnea Kallenberger. Brecken Renee Cortles. Kyla Aline Kruger. Raylyn Brianna Kruger. Brooklyn Paige Kroll. Bryn Emily Kroll. Connor Maxwell. Kylie Nicole Miller. Nathan William Ness. Cameron James Monte. Ariana Michelle Noonkester. Michaela Nicole Robbins. Jace Landon Schrick. Kale Samuel Schulte. Shelby Leanne Simons. Cooper Dean Spees. Daniel Reed Stilson. Cameron Jean Van Holland. Reagan Marie Van Wy. Rex Arthur Van Wy. Colton Levi Vanderstreet. Caden Michael Wright. Ashlyn Ann Gable. In conclusion, I would like to thank our senior speakers for sharing some of their thoughts with us today. A big thanks to Mr. Langholt and the band, and as well as Mrs. Langholt and the choir for their excellent performances this afternoon. Thank you to our yearbook staff for the senior slideshow, and once again to the Central Lyon faculty, community, and parents. I thank you all for your tireless effort to support these young men and women in the past, present, and well into their futures. Following the ceremony, our graduates will gather outside the front entrance to await their many well-deserved congratulations, best wishes, photos, handshakes, and fist bumps. Once again, I would like to congratulate the Central Lyon class of 2022, and on behalf of the Central Lyon staff and community, I wish you all nothing but the very best. It is at this time I would like the Central Lyon class of 2022 to face the audience. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the newest alumni of Central Lyon Community Schools. Let's hear it for the class of 2022.